Tiffany Fontenot here. What is reverse speech? God made our brain in two hemispheres, and he made our consciousness in two different directions. The forward direction is the free will direction where we can lie or tell the truth. But in reverse, that is an involuntary system, and we cannot lie from that side of our consciousness.
Okay, so I haven't even told you who funded this thing.
Who?
Jeffrey Epstein, Peter Thiel, and Ehud Barak, the former prime minister of Israel. Have you heard of this company called Carbon?
No.
Okay, so Carbon is an Israeli-founded tech company that develops real-time surveillance for emergency response systems. They market themselves as a next-gen 911 platform with software that gives governments and agencies the ability to access your smartphone camera and mic in real time, ostensibly during an emergency call. What they do is they integrate biometric tracking, geolocation, and live streaming into a single feed sent directly to law enforcement and intelligence hubs.
Now you have the Facebook cataloging everything we do, and you also have everything that we say.
Okay, so I haven't even told you who funded this thing.
Who?
Jeffrey Epstein, Peter Thiel, and Ehud Barak, the former prime minister of Israel.
There it is.
You know, what better way to blackmail than being directly in their phones?
Yeah, I don't know that there is one.
For emergency response purposes. It's for your safety. It's always for your safety.
I mean, of course.
Okay, Matthew McConaughey.
We have an enemy in coronavirus that is faceless.
He says, so safe, Sadat. He's talking about a safety ad. They're going to use safety to try to kill ya. Using a safety ad to throw people in the morgue by frying up humans. So safe, Sadat. Try morgue, and the human in fry you up.
We have an enemy in coronavirus that is faceless. Så efter det så har vi ork. Nej. Himen in fly up. Så efter det så har vi ork. Nej. Himen in fly up. Så efter det så har vi ork. Nej. Himen in fly up.
Evelyn de Rothschild. And here he is showing his support for Hillary Clinton. But what he says in this interview is that he has never shown favoritism toward any political party. Okay, and that's true because they buy both sides of the chessboard.
Two wings of the
Two
same
wings
bird.
of the same bird.
Right.
So he was telling the truth, but how he tells it is interesting. He talks about politicians today. And so he says you have to be much more careful, pay much more careful attention to what you're doing. Then he says, in my lifetime, politicians today aren't as, and so the reversal is commenting on all that. Mm-hmm. So basically what he's saying in this reversal is that what politics are for is to bring the people, we the people, to the scum. That's what politics are for. So they're not going to be engaging in anything other than that. Everything is about entrapping you for the scum. Everything. So you can't engage in any kind of negotiation with these people because that's what they're negotiating for and nothing other than that. You see? So let me play this.
Well, I think everyone knows you were supporting Hillary Clinton. You liked her,
No,
right?
but that's not the way to look at politics. I have never supported a political party in all my life. I work for my country in all my
Why
government
did
jobs.
you support Hillary Clinton?
Why? Because I thought that she was the right person for the job. Obviously, I think it is terribly important that there should be much more careful attention to what you're doing. In my lifetime, politicians today aren't as scheduled to do good work as they used to.
What do you think?
The reversal is Sith law, I add the Sioux shitlock the earth guard army. The herd must go with the Schnitzel faithful. Scum beat the Shib. Shib is going to be likely short for Shibboleth, which is a metaphor for outsiders. Okay, the Schnitzel faithful is pretty gross. So let me tell you what that likely means.
Okay.
So Star Wars, this is metaphor, the Sith metaphor. The Sith are also referred to as the Sith Order. It was an ancient religious order. This is actually the dark cult, is what he's talking about, of force wielders devoted to the dark side of the force. Driven by their emotions, including hate, anger, and greed, the Sith were deceptive and obsessed with gaining power, no matter the cost. And then connected to the forward speech, the Sith metaphor appears to be the same meaning as in Star Wars. So these are the children of dark referred to by the Archbishop who worked for the Vatican in that letter that he wrote to Trump recently at the time that I published this.
Okay.
So Evelyn de Rothschild is adding his belief in a law that attacks the army guarding Earth from being locked up in shit. Okay. So Evelyn de Rothschild appears to believe that politics are all about moving the herd in the direction of those loyal to the meat frying cult, working for the scum to beat the outsiders. Meat frying may also be a nod to frying humans that keeps coming up over and over again in reverse speech about the connected to the weaponized grid and radiation being used as a means for genociding humans to force the speciation of Homo sapiens into transhuman, neuro-enslaved, upgradable humans 2.0. Okay, Shib appears to be a metaphor for separating the wheat from the chaff, or getting rid of unwanted bits, or getting rid of outsiders that are a threat to a particular group, and looks to be short for the Hebrew word shibboleth. So that cult is currently depopulating humans, according to our reverse speech, repeatedly using sabotage and EMF through the weaponized grid that they build up around us to slowly fry and eat humans.
Waiting for it to clear. Think we'll I'm alive, can't tear up at a time. But hey, I'm still here.